Hey viewers, my name's Cara and I'm your Tuesday host on The Pagan Perspective. Before I get started, I would just like to say hello to any new viewers we have. Even though this isn't the first video of 2011, I just still want to say hi. We might have a lot of new people. If you don't know who I am personally, my personal channel on YouTube is CuteWitch772. Please feel free to go check it out, subscribe if you like it, and you'll notice that I talk a lot. So without further ado, this week's topic on The Pagan Perspective is Mojo Bags. Before having to do this video, my knowledge of Mojo Bags was very limited, so before I share what I have learned, I just want to tell you what I knew about Mojo Bags before. I knew that a Mojo Bag is a bag, generally a drawstring bag. When I've seen them, they've been like this big, so I picture them as being tiny little drawstring bags that you wear on your person that contain items to draw some sort of thing to you like a charm. So I would have considered them like a lucky charm, basically. And I also knew that they could be called gree-gree bags. That is the extent of my knowledge on Mojo Bags before I did this video. So yeah, really not a lot, right? So they hadn't really come up in my practice much, but I knew people throughout my life who used them, and that's pretty much how they described them to me, and I saw them, and you know, that's pretty much it. So for this video, I wanted to have a little bit better working knowledge, and I actually learned a lot just from two websites. I'm gonna cite two websites. They are down there in the doobly-doo, and one has most of the information and the other one is just a quick, like, someone who sells them. It's like their summary of the information. So all the stuff that I'm going to say is from down there. You can just go read that if you want to not listen to me, and there's a lot more information in the first link from luckymojo.com. There's like references to songs and all that reference Mojo and things like that. So anyway, now I'm going to talk. So I was right about the fact that a Mojo Bag is a drawstring bag. Go me! And I was right about the fact that they are like a charm or a talisman. Awesome. So they can also be called gree-gree bags, like I said, but I found out that gree-gree is it's a French spelling of an original term that means fetish or charm. And they can also be called Mojo hands or just a hand. And in this context, a hand refers to the mixture of ingredients that are in a Mojo bag, or that website also said that it could be a reference to bones and things that are sometimes used in Mojo bags, or it could be a reference to all the different cards in a game of cards that make up a hand. It can also be called a trick or a Mojo trick because of the term for magic or spell casting, which is laying tricks. It can also be called a root bag or a conjure bag, and there's something specifically for women called a nation sack, but I don't know what that is. I didn't look that up. Mojo bags are traditionally have roots in African American traditions in hoodoo, which surprisingly I did not know. And I'm sure a lot of you are sitting there going, she knows nothing about Mojo bags. Like, what? How can you possibly not know any of this? Because it never came up, in my life, pretty much. I had no idea where they came from. But yeah, a lot of this is going to sound really obvious to those of you who use Mojo bags, but so this is I'm telling you, this is a very basic knowledge that I just picked up from one website because I knew nothing about them. Some of you are looking down on me right now, and some of you are like, I didn't know either. So I learned that traditionally Mojo bags are made of red flannel. The ones that I have seen were not necessarily red though, but that's okay because it also said that some people choose to use color symbolism, and they'll use green for a money drawing bag and blue for a household protection bag or piece kind of thing, you know, so it doesn't matter, but traditionally they're red. As for what's in them, I pretty much had a good idea of that too. It can be anything from plants and herbs to animal parts to personal effects like your fingernails to coins to crystals to petition papers that you write your intent on to little charms, carved amulets. It depends on what the wearer wants to get out of the Mojo bag, what they put in it. LuckyMojo.com page that I have a link to down there says that traditionally there are at least 3 items in a Mojo bag, and oftentimes it'll be, no matter how many it is, it'll be an odd number. It didn't really say why, but it's just traditional that it's normally an odd number. It can be an even number. And the second link down there that's from mothermystic.com, I really like this idea. They said that when they make them to be sold, they make them to the person's ideal, whatever they want. They choose the things based on that person's situation. There's no like one size fits all. And they said that, you know, traditionally they'll do an odd number of things. Or for some orders, they will do an even number of items, and that way when they send it out to the person, the recipient can get their Mojo bag, and then they add the final item to make it an odd number again, and then the final item is really their personal thing, and I really like that idea. So that's it, we're done. You make a Mojo bag and you put it on and it's good luck, right? Wrong! I had no idea how much actually goes into this process. So first, you have to make the Mojo bag, or you have it made for you and then you get it, you know, whatever. But first it's made. Then you have to, quote, fix the mojo, which I can't believe I didn't think of because I've heard that term before. But fixing the mojo is when your Mojo bag is made, you have to like fix the intent, or like breathe the life into it basically, because it's just this thing and then you have to empower it. It seems like the easiest one is just to breathe into the bag, so literally breathing your life into your Mojo bag, smudging it or passing it through candle smoke kind of thing, or saying a prayer. It says it should be some sort of ritual that empowers this bag with your energy and starts the mojo working. And then, because they believe that a Mojo bag has a living spirit, or is a living spirit, you have to feed it. And that is by dipping it in some sort of liquid, like they said alcohol is a big one, like whiskey. Perfume also is a common one. Bodily fluids like spit. Sexual fluids if it's a love drawing type bag. Urine even in some cases, although I might not personally choose to do that. And it said there's a specific conditioning oil that they could use. Don't really know what that is, it just vaguely mentioned it and I didn't look it up. And you have to continually feed them, however often, I don't really know, to keep the mojo working, to keep it alive. And the Mother Mystic website down there said something about Mojo bags are remade every year. If someone else could go into more depth on that, I don't really know what that's about. Like, I don't know if it means that you have to re-empower it every year, or if you literally like dump out the contents and remake the thing every year. I'm guessing the latter, like you actually remake it. And then the last thing that it said is that you want to hide your Mojo bags, because if anyone else touches it, they can steal your magic or kill the mojo. And because of that, it said that it's very rare that a Mojo bag is worn around the neck. And all of that is so foreign to me, because when I knew them, people just wore their Mojo bags around their necks, under their shirt, but it was never a problem for them to show it to me. If they wanted to tell me about it, they would just take it out and show me and let me hold it and things like that. So my experience with Mojo bags has never been that no one else can touch them or that they have to be completely hidden. But this website said that like normally you would keep it in your pocket or inside your clothing or something like that, and you don't let anyone see it and you don't let anyone touch it. So that was a new idea for me as well. Yeah, so check out those two websites down there. The Mother Mystic one really isn't much new information, just like those few ideas that I noted that were different. But the majority of the information came from luckymojo.com. It's as easy as you Googling it yourself, basically, but I just learned some new things. So no, Mojo bags have not played a big role in my practice. I do have bags of lucky things, and I still have bags of crystals that people have given me as like a blessing bag. I don't know if I would call it the same thing though, because I didn't have to go through the process of making it and picking and choosing the things for a specific purpose. I didn't have to fix it. I don't feed it. I guess it would kind of be a related concept in my practice to Mojo bags, but not exactly that. Anyway, I know that some others later in the week will have much more information on it for you, because I think some of our other members actually use Mojo bags and make them, so that'll be interesting. So I hope I gave you a good basic knowledge if you were in the same boat as me and really didn't know much about them at all, to enjoy the rest of the week and learning further. I will see you guys next Tuesday here on The Pagan Perspective. Thank you very much for watching, and blessed be.